Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Third play here. This opening drive is up against a 3rd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. It'll go down to 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
What happened?
And here comes Berrios. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time. They were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We should mention, along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Running left is Hall. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
They just keep trying to so far, finding no room for him.
None whatsoever. In fact, you're right. He's over 3 yards of carry at the moment. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage.
And the Saints pressure gets him.
He just didn't step up.
Cameron Jordan in there to take
He didn't even try to step up. That's the worst part about it. He didn't even try to step up. He just didn't step up.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 9th play of the drive now. 3rd in the country mile. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's
Jam me,
intercepted.
bro.
Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints.
Bro, the fact that he jammed me from.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the act for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
On 2nd and 1, Winston. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. It's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Oh, what is happening now?
Here's Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half here, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Hill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ball again on 2nd down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
I know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. Moving back at the 46. Staring at 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
What is going on here?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action now. Winston. He's going deep for Brown.
What is this?
This is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Let's look to add the extra point.
What is this game?
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line
My own lineman, get out of the way.
So they keep handing it to him.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively key was stopping the run game. How they got it so successful.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way it down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Hill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Hall. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hill now to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and we can next on the field goal there.
Actually, it is the kicker you can because he missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
One last shot for Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New Orleans, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.